First, I would like to invite to the stage Chaplain Darren Bennett, and he will provide this afternoon's invocation.
Good afternoon, BSO family, family friends, loved ones, command, and all the dignitaries that are present. My assignment has always been to pray, but I've never just prayed. I've also asked to captivate your attention for about 30 seconds to render a word that's impactful, a word that's encouraging, and a word that might stick with you. And so the word today, as we consider this stellar occasion, is family. After all, one contemporary philosopher said, how can we not talk about family when family is all that we've got? And so the greatest award that anyone can receive here, though many of you are going to receive much deserved rewards and awards, but to look around and see your family here, that is your greatest accomplishment. That is your greatest award. And I can tell you personally, the last 10 days, if I could be transparent, have challenged me and my family greatly. However, it has been this family, this agency, this BSO family that has come alongside me, that has undergirded me, that has helped me navigate through some of my most difficult times. And so yet again, I say, family is one of the most important things that we have. And so yes, receive your reward, walk in your accomplishments, but thank God for family. And that is the prayer that I'll pray today. Let us pray. Father, we thank you for your grace, your tender mercy. We thank you for everyone that's assembled here in this wonderful room for this magnanimous occasion, but no doubt we thank you for the people that are in those seats that represent our family. We thank you for this BSO agency that has become family to all of us. Many of us have worked 16, some 8, even 24 hours walking alongside, loving and leading together. And so let that be the very reward and award that we accomplish today. If nothing else, we've got each other. We've got family. And we just simply thank you for that, because it is by your grace you have given us family. This we pray, and all that believe in the words of prayer would say, amen and amen. Blessings upon you.
It's okay to clap. A very special thank you to Chaplain Bennett for all that he does for so many of us, not only in the BSO family, but throughout the community, his church family, his own family. A perfect example of leadership. Thank you. And at this time, I would like to invite to join me Sheriff, if you'll do the honors.
Good afternoon, everyone. Will you please rise and stand as the honor guard come out and present our colors? Honor guard, prepare to post. Post.
Backdrop. Move. At a half step forward. Mark.
Would you please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I would like to now invite Lieutenant Ernest Gondner to the stage, and he will perform the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight last gleaming, whose past right and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly clean. Every rock and the bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. O'er the land of the free and the home of the
Body on. Forward. Walk. Detail. Hope. Prepare to poke. Ready? Post. Display colors. Present. Hoop. Order. Hoop. Legs. Feet. Detail. Out of half step. Forward. Pump. Colors. Hurt. Forward. Pump.
Thank you for standing, and you may be seated. What a beautiful rendition of the national anthem from Lieutenant Gonder. We thank him for his service and always answering the call. And now, if you would, please join me in welcoming to the stage our very honorable Sheriff Gregory Toney.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 award ceremony. There are a lot of different prestigious guests in the audience participating as we honor our employees, our staff, our members for their success and accomplishments. But anytime we have an opportunity to recognize different partnership, I want to do so. To begin with, it's my understanding there are some elected officials. It is dark. I can't see you. I have some names here. But for all of our elected officials who are participating here, this means a lot to have you in attendance. We serve our community, we serve your respective cities, and the things that we get done oftentimes will not be done without your support. So for those of you who are here, thank you. For our partners, our local municipal cities and police departments that are also here, some who will be honored today, thank you all for attending, thank you for coming. To our command staff, all our senior executive folks who are here today, thank you for your leadership and your continued commitment to drive this organization to where we've arrived. Every single time I have an opportunity to perform this ceremony and lead us as we honor our staff and our personnel, it's another reminder. A lot of great individual effort is going to be identified here today. Individuals are going to walk across the stage. Roughly 500 members of our organization is going to be honored and receive some type of recognition. From an individual standpoint, don't lose focus as you cross the stage that the true nature of what we do never comes down to an individual effort. From a lifesaver to the Medal of Honor and many other different accolades that you're going to hear about, everything's team-oriented in this profession. An individual may walk across because they're heroic acts and diving in the water to save someone, but there was a dispatcher on that call as well. A firefighter was on that call. A partner was on that call. And so individuals come across, but everything we do in this job is team-oriented. I'm now 5 years into this organization serving as your sheriff, and I'm still amazed every single day at how exceptional the people are that serve this community, how exceptional this agency is. As the administrator, I get the opportunity to travel across this state, travel across this country, and even gone abroad. Just last year, spending time in Scotland on behalf of the FBI and recognizing the great work that we've been able to do as an organization. And it's amazing to hear from my colleagues, other sheriffs, special agents in charge, directors of organizations at every single level, from municipal all the way through the federal government, and as I said, internationally. And they look at us as the standard. They're looking at what we're doing here in Broward County. We're the third largest sheriff's office in the United States. We're the largest public safety organization in the state of Florida, and we are producing a level of service that people want to mimic. That's a tremendous level of flattery that we should have and a great deal of pride we should have in what we are doing. But the challenge I would leave here today as we start to honor our folks and recognize the great work they're done is there's a danger with that. You see, success breeds complacency. And that's the last thing in this profession as a first responder that we can accept. We can never become complacent. There's a storm on the horizon, and it will show up in Broward County. And we have to be prepared to answer that call, regardless of how complicated of an issue it is, regardless of how tragic it may be. We as first responders have to show up, and we have to excel. And in order to do that, it requires a consistent mindset amongst the leadership core, all the way down to our baseline deputy, that just because we're good don't mean that we're done. Just because we've had success doesn't mean we can't get better. And so, as the sheriff, I have pushed the envelope and continue to keep the throttle down to the floor so that we can excel, get better, and do the things that are necessary for this community. I've said this to a lot of young recruits over the last couple years as I've encountered them, whether it be in the gym or going out to their graduations. We are the first and last line of defense for this county. Make no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. And we cannot, not for a split second, gravitate towards we're successful, there's no harms occurring, everything's status quo, therefore we can sit back and relax. It'll never happen on my watch. It'll never happen amongst this command staff. And so to the family members who are here in attendance, know this, the birthdays, the Christmas, the Easters, all the sacrifices that we are making and the times that we miss in your life, the reward is this. We are serving something greater than just the 2 million people in this community. I'm very much a devoted Christian and believe in that the acts that we are doing is serving a greater power. There's evil out there, and it takes good people to make sacrifices to counter that evil and ensure that we have a safe environment to live and our kids grow up in good schools and we don't have to worry about threats arriving in their daycare centers or in the mall. So, great day for us as an organization. It's a great day for the county to be able to honor the best and brightest of us. And it's a great day for our administration to be able to stand here and say, yes, these are our staff members, these are our people, and they're outstanding. So enjoy the ceremony. Thank you.
Please, another round of applause for Sheriff Gregory Toney. We thank him for his leadership. We thank him for his acknowledgement of faith. We thank him for his commitment to us, which allows us to serve the community. And I think we all agree that complacency does not have a place in a great agency. Thank you all again for being here. And with that, we are ready to get into the awards presentations. Up first is the 2022 Commendation Awards. The men and women receiving this distinguished honor performed commendably. They performed acts above and beyond the call of duty to serve their community. These men and women have exhibited bravery and dedication far beyond what is expected. So please join me in welcoming to the stage, starting with our first recipient, Jalen Carty. Deputy Jose Flores. Deputy Antonio Hodge. Lieutenant Emmanuel Kustofis. Firefighter paramedic Brett Ismail. Deputy Carlos Martinez. Deputy Eric Evans. Deputy Nelson Mendez. Firefighter paramedic Jesse Mims. Deputy Juan Oeda Serrano. Deputy Nelson Prieto. Detective Nezar Hamzi. Deputy Edward Ragosis. Next, we have Reserve Deputy Vincent Torres. Detective Justin Panza. Deputy Alex Ferraro. Deputy Leonardo Montavo. Deputy Jay Dunning. Hector Rodriguez. Deputy Christopher Vinson. Firefighter paramedic Michael Pollock. Deputy Brandon Dichi Ara. Deputy Jose Machado. Another round of applause for the commendation recipients. Now we move to our Deputies of the Year awards, and starting with our Law Enforcement Deputy of the Year, Sergeant Mel Murphy. Coaching, mentoring, teaching. As the cornerstone of our training division, Sergeant Murphy does it all. Last year, he developed numerous innovative training courses across our organization and created an active shooter training program for civilians. He was also instrumental in tailoring a racial intelligence course that takes into consideration the diverse population of Broward County. This ensures an inclusive atmosphere that fosters positive encounters with all citizens. On a regular basis, Sergeant Murphy prepares our deputies for potentially life-threatening situations. The skills he teaches them could make all the difference in these brave first responders returning home at the end of their shifts. It's no wonder why the BSO Training Division is among the best in the state. We thank you, Sergeant Murphy, for your service. Our Detention Deputy of the Year is Deputy Veronica Berry. Deputy Berry embodies dedication and excellence as a pivotal feature in automating the jail management system. She has streamlined workflows and enhanced efficiency. Her tactical experience is matched by her leadership skills. She volunteers and shares her wisdom with recruits by instructing classes for the new hire orientations. While assigned to the Central Intake Bureau, she gladly assists with other facilities' needs. In addition, Deputy Berry actively engages with the community, fostering meaningful partnerships and initiatives. Highlighting her dedication to enhancing her team's capabilities, she has taken the lead in coordinating crisis intervention training. For the Department of Detention, Deputy Berry's compassionate and supportive nature makes her an irreplaceable asset and a true leader. Congratulations. And now, moving on to our Detective of the Year. Welcome back to the stage, Detective Nazar Hamzi. Detective Hamzi makes an immeasurable impact on the safety and security of the North Lauderdale community, from finding the culprit of a series of falsely reported 911 calls to taking a repeat offender off the streets in the case of a retail video voyeurism. Detective Hamzi treats every case with attention to detail and persistence. In one noteworthy instance, Detective Hamzi coordinated his investigation with the U.S. Secret Service and the U.S. Postal Inspection Service to catch a suspect with more than 2,000 stolen checks and 90 credit cards. In addition to his exceptional detective work, he serves with selflessness, empathy, and strength of character, setting a standard of excellence for his colleagues. Congratulations, Detective Hamzi. Next, we have our Firefighter of the Year, Captain Dean Meadows. Captain Meadows had a dynamic impact on his fellow firefighter paramedics and the public over the last year. On EMS 17, he provides scene supervision, oversight, and training to personnel. Additionally, EMS 17 is the only land unit in the county to carry whole blood, a life-saving treatment used on extremely critical patients with generally poor outcomes. By administering whole blood, Captain Meadows was able to save the lives of a motorcycle accident victim and 3 gunshot victims due to the captain's know-how and the expedient administration of the whole blood. All 4 patients survived. Incredible job. Thank you, Captain Meadows. And now we move to our Communications Operator of the Year, Tashana Robinson. Whenever someone needs help, Regional Communications Duty Officer Tashana Robinson makes herself available. As one of the original members of the peer support team, Tashana provides guidance, encouragement, and understanding to not only BSO employees, but she also offers peer support to other agencies. When a Miami-Dade dispatcher lost an officer in the line of duty on a call, Tashana provided her services to the dispatcher in their PSAP. Tashana's selfless care and willingness to assist others are invaluable to all who come into contact with her. Thank you, Tashana. Next, we will recognize our civilian employees of the year. Starting with the Department of Law Enforcement, we have Ashley Barcena. New beginnings are about possibility. Community involvement specialist Ashley Barcena started working at BSO in 2022, and she quickly made the most of her opportunity. She was integral in advancing employee wellness in the Cooper City District and instrumental in building better relations with the community. Ashley helped the district establish a social media presence to better communicate with the residents and helped organize over 50 events spanning all age groups. Thank you for choosing BSO as your new home, Ashley. We're thrilled to have you as part of our family. From the Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, we have Jennifer Burgoyne. Our organization is prepared, ready to respond, and able to recover from any disaster due to the efforts of Emergency Management Program Coordinator Jennifer Burgoyne. The past year was an outstanding one for Jennifer. She planned and hosted a large-scale tabletop exercise that included command from across the agency. She enhanced the Sheriff's Emergency Operations Center by updating software platforms. She also coordinated all the important annual drills for emergency operations to ensure our readiness. Jennifer's unwavering commitment to the residents of Broward County and the Sheriff's Office is unparalleled. Thank you, Jennifer. From the Department of Preparedness and Response, we have Kisa Boleg Charles. Our training division is now one of the finest in the state, and a big reason is Special Projects Coordinator Kisa Boleg Charles. During a period of staffing and position transitions, Kisa ensured the divisions ran seamlessly. She coordinated numerous trainings, meetings, fulfilled public records requests, and single-handedly managed the division's many certifications and accreditations. Kisa's exemplary work ethic, passion, and outstanding contributions to the training division are second to none. Congratulations and thank you. From the Office of the Sheriff, Kathleen Hanks. Kathleen's commitment to her responsibilities is evident to everyone who has had the privilege of working with her. What sets her apart is the boundless compassion she shows for her colleagues and BSO as a whole. In consideration of how the organization could better honor our fallen personnel, Kathleen conceived, and it became, she was the driving force behind BSO's Fallen Heroes Project. Now, on the anniversary of their deaths, BSO hosts a graveside ceremony where the memories of deputies, firefighters, and other BSO personnel killed in the line of duty are remembered. Additionally, Kathleen devotes time annually to organize the law enforcement torch run benefiting Special Olympics. Her kindness, professionalism, and devotion to those she works with make her an invaluable part of the Broward Sheriff's Office. Thank you, Kathleen. Next, we have our units of the year, and we are starting with the Department of Detention, Central Intake Bravo Shift. The Central Intake Bureau is a multifaceted workplace that tests its staff daily, but the 86 sworn and civilian men and women are always up for the task, whether adhering to changes in legislation, meeting the various needs of new placements, or staying safe during a global pandemic. Employees of this unit exemplify what it takes to get the job done right. During 2022, the Bravo Central Intake processed roughly 9,500 bookings, 8,100 releases, 969 intrastate drop-offs and pickups, and transported roughly 37,000 inmates. In addition, most of the personnel are crisis intervention team trained, which help them use compassion and understanding to de-escalate numerous incidents. Well done, and keep up the great work. Next, from the Office of the Sheriff, we have the Forfeiture Law Enforcement Trust Fund Unit. In 2022, the Forfeiture LETF unit received, reviewed, and evaluated an astounding 438 forfeiture cases, of which 263 were prosecuted. Funds derived from these cases are shared with our contract and task force partners, and the balance is deposited, as you know, into the Law Enforcement Trust Fund. As a direct result, more than $900,000 was distributed last year by BSO to nonprofit organizations throughout Broward County. The forfeiture unit works hard to turn the assets and property involved in criminal cases into something that helps improve the lives of our residents and impacts our communities in a positive way. Their efforts are more than commendable. Congratulations. From the Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services, we have Hazmat 17. As you can imagine, Hazmat 17 has a dangerous job, but one which they perform exceedingly well. Last year, the calls they responded to varied from large fuel leaks on highways and waterways to radiation detection and chlorine emergencies. The team also has a close working relationship with the Weapons of Mass Destruction Division of the Federal Bureau of Investigations and was frequently called out to assist with evidence collection. Working in hazardous environments, this team is always at the top of their game. So let's hear it for Hazmat 17. From the Department of Preparedness and Response, the Motor Unit. Truck, you gotta get them in line, truck. The Motor Unit always exhibits the highest degree of professionalism and service. Last year, the unit spearheaded 3 operations to combat aggressive driving in BSO's districts, resulting in more than 4,000 citations issued. The unit is also intricately involved in many of the events, parades, and important social functions in our communities. The Motor Unit not only exhibits professional accomplishment, but serves as a model for other municipalities throughout Broward County. We appreciate you and we thank you for your service. Congratulations. From the Department of Law Enforcement, the North Lauderdale Criminal Investigations Unit. The North Lauderdale Criminal Investigations Unit used traditional detective work to stop a rash of nighttime vehicle burglaries. The unit systematically examined information taken from crime scenes. Detectives used it to create a profile, including the times the crimes were occurring, locations, and method of entry into each vehicle. With an operational plan in place, the unit arrested a prolific burglar who confessed to breaking into up to 15 vehicles on some nights. The efforts of these detectives are a direct reflection of their commitment to the citizens we serve. Congratulations and thank you. The next group of awards are for the Grand Cordon Unit Achievement Award. We're going to start with the Burglary Apprehension Team. The work of the Burglary Apprehension Team, or BAT, last year did not stop at just property crime, as evidenced by the high-profile arrest of some of the most violent criminal offenders in the county. The team apprehended murderers and suspects sought for carjackings, aggravated assaults, batteries, and shootings. They also collaborated extensively with the federal partners from the U.S. Marshal Service and the Department of Homeland Security. Their outstanding efforts made our streets safer for both residents and visitors in Broward County. Congratulations. Next, we have the Digital Forensic Unit. The Digital Forensic Unit's record of exceptional work continued to grow over the last year. The unit received 675 new cases and 1,686 individual evidence items from major crimes, including homicides, sexual assaults, and child sex abuse. During one investigation, the unit's work led to the arrest of 4 suspects involved in a triple homicide. In another, recovered evidence led to the arrest and prosecution of 2 suspects who carjacked, kidnapped, and sexually assaulted a victim. Through their long hours, heavy caseloads, and dogged determination, this unit is truly making a difference. Congratulations. Next, we have the Homicide Unit. Despite a national average of under 65%, the BSO Homicide Unit held an impressive 83% case clearance rate. Yes, yes. And this clearance rate was for homicides that occurred in the last 6 months of 2022. During the same period, the Homicide Unit and Cold Case Homicide Unit closed 5 open cases that occurred between 1994 and 2022. All of these cases were solved with countless investigative hours, a persistent attitude, the meticulous collecting and documenting of evidence, and skillful interrogation. This unit is second to none. Thank you for your service.
All right, we're recording this for one of our unit members who's at home sick. Come on, boys, girls. Jimmy Hayes is part of this unit. He couldn't attend because he's at home sick with some serious issues. We just want to say we're here with you, Jimmy. We want everybody to give him a round of applause and keep up the good fight.
Thank you, Curcio, and certainly prayers up for Jimmy. Lauderdale by the Sea Alpha Green Shift. A hometown police department feeling. That's what the Lauderdale by the Sea Alpha Green Shift tries to provide the residents, businesses, and visitors in their small seaside community. It is particularly impressive. It is a particularly impressive task considering the wide array of incidents they respond to daily. Last year, their calls for service included the apprehension of violent offenders and habitual traffic violators, the recovery of lost and stolen property, and performance of life-saving first aid to overdose victims. It's no wonder this dedicated team has produced results that have won them high praise from community stakeholders, town officials, and district command. Thank you and well done. Next, we have the North Lauderdale Alpha Gold Shift. After a victim and his 4-year-old son were robbed at gunpoint by multiple assailants on New Year's Eve last year, the North Lauderdale Alpha Gold Shift sprang into action. They established a perimeter and quickly apprehended the 3 suspects. Every shift, members of this team go above and beyond what is required to provide the best service possible for North Lauderdale residents, from apprehending violent felons to assisting in the distribution of food to those in need. These deputies exemplify the best of the Broward Sheriff's Office. Thank you. Next, we have Pompano Beach Area 1 Alpha Gold Shift. The average length of service for deputies in the Pompano Beach Area 1 Alpha Gold Shift is just 2.5 years, but their work is that of seasoned veterans. They have grown as leaders in the community and as an exceptional team within the Broward Sheriff's Office. Collectively, they responded to more than 3,000 calls for service, 120 traffic crashes, and 8 ShotSpotter alerts in 2022. The deputies performed excellent work in their assigned area, but assisted without hesitation whenever and wherever they're needed. They have also established themselves as part of the Pompano Beach community, attending numerous community events and meetings. The members of this team are truly an asset to our agency. Congratulations. Next, we have our life-saving awards. As you can imagine, saving a life, there's nothing more significant in what the men and women of the Broward Sheriff's Office do. From performing CPR on someone whose heart has stopped, to applying tourniquets, to stem fatal blood losses, these men and women have performed incredible acts of service and action during an emergency and proven themselves worthy of this honor. So please, join me in welcoming these heroes to our stage. Starting us off is Deputy Jacob Adams. Deputy Thomas Bradwell. Deputy Tony Martinez. Firefighter paramedic Jared Buetti. Firefighter paramedic Henry Caballero. Driver engineer Zachary Goodwin. Deputy Austin Chauvin. Deputy Martin Diaz. Welcome back to the stage, Deputy Jalen Carty. Deputy Casey Lorraine Duke. Deputy Leonardo Montavo. Can we have another welcome for Deputy Jay Dunning? Deputy Donald Kilchrist. Deputy Hermano Juarez. Deputy Jeremy Loiza. Deputy Jason Ray. Deputy Pierre II Sentil. Deputy Jorge Miro. Deputy Joseph Lomonaco. Coming to the stage again, Deputy Christopher Vinson. Lieutenant Christian Silva. Another round of applause for our life-saving awards recipients, please. Now we are ready to turn to our Exceptional Service Awards. From the Department of Information Technology Division, we have Maisha Custard, Karen Koplovitz, and Kimberly Ryan. Following several mass shooting incidents, the need to create a plan to help families find each other after a traumatic event became a priority for BSO. Karen Koplovitz, Maisha Custard, and Kimberly Ryan from our Information Technology Division were tasked with creating a reunification database from the ground up. Throughout the first half of 2022, they designed the database. In June of last year, they participated in a simulated critical incident to test it. Finally, they created a familiarization training module to teach employees to utilize and understand the database. It was a monumental task, completed in just 1 year. That will help BSO and many people, should the need ever arise to use it. We thank you for your dedication, ladies, and congratulations. The next Exceptional Service Award goes to Captain Efren Torres and Substance Abuse Program Educator Abby Daneman. After noticing an increase in drug overdoses and deaths when addicts in recovery left treatment facilities, Pompano Beach Captain Efren Torres knew it was time to take action. Captain Torres met with Substance Abuse Program Educator Abby Daneman, and the two devised a plan. They created the Walkaway Initiative Program, which provides resources to help individuals at risk, and it worked. There was an astounding 75% success rate for those individuals who accepted the support and entered the program. The proactive thinking of Captain Torres and Abby has gone a long way in fighting addiction and saving lives. Outstanding work. Thank you. The next Exceptional Service Award goes to the Geographic Information System Analyst, Bervi Pandya. Geographic Information Systems Analyst Bervi Pandya saw an opportunity to enhance the processes in fire rescue. She developed an idea to save the department both time and resources. Prior to her assistance, all fire hydrants located within BSO's Department of Fire Rescue and Emergency Services areas had to be manually inspected, maintained, and documented due to various accreditation standards and requirements. Bervi developed an application that allows fire rescue crews to locate, coordinate, inspect, and report fire hydrant status during the inspection process through her user-friendly, web-based system, accessible on mobile iPad devices while in the field. This application vastly improves the inspection process for our fire rescue personnel. Great work. Thank you. Congratulations. Our next Exceptional Service Award, Criminalist 3, Jennifer Parker. When her expertise and willingness to go above and beyond her duties, Jennifer has shown exceptional service to the DNA unit in the Broward Sheriff's Office. She consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic while also maintaining the meticulous attention required for DNA processing. During 2022, Jennifer processed cases at an extremely high level, averaging 20 to 35 per month. Jennifer also took on additional responsibilities. As part of her casework duties, Jennifer began working closely with the BSO cold case unit to help process cold case homicides and sexual assaults. Her work in the case of a rape and murder of Lillian Delclo helped lead detectives to the assailant and provide closure to the families, the victim's family. Incredible work by Jennifer. Thank you for your service. Next, we have Deputy Anthony Politano. Deputy Anthony Politano has been with the Broward Sheriff's Office for the past 27 years and has performed a myriad of responsibilities and exceedingly well. So, when the planning and coordination of the largest criminal trial in history of Broward County was being discussed, Deputy Politano was the only person for the job. Deputy Politano planned and coordinated the enormously complex Marjorie Stoneman Douglas mass shooting trial operation. As a means to ensure the safe and successful management of the trial, he attended countless meetings with the chief judge, court administration, the Broward State Attorney's Office, the Public Defender's Office, as well as BSO Department of Law Enforcement and the Department of Detention Command staff. With Deputy Politano directing operations, the trial went off without a hitch. He is a true asset to the Court Services District, the Broward Sheriff's Office, and the citizens of Broward County. Thank you. Up next, the Sheriff's Distinguished Community Service Award, the Hurricane Ian Dive Rescue Team. Between October 2022 and December 2022, the Broward County Sheriff's Marine Patrol Unit and the Dive Rescue Team sent members to Florida's West Coast to assist with Hurricane Ian recovery efforts. While there, members conducted underwater side scan sonar operations for 43 days without any downtime. The team's quick response capabilities and wealth of knowledge proved useful to Florida's Department of Emergency Management. Upon completion of the mission, the team searched more than 700 square miles of waterways through sonar and visual inspections. More than 4,300 targets consisting of vessels, vehicles, houses, large debris were located and charted for salvage teams to recover. The members' actions reflect great credit upon themselves and the BSO organization. Thank you. Next, we have Hurricane Ian Strike Team. The members of the Hurricane Ian Strike Team greatly assisted communities in need by alleviating suffering and supplementing depleted resources to bring a sense of security back to all impacted by one of nature's most devastating disasters. Each of these individuals acted professionally and displayed diligence and courage while faced with extreme conditions as they responded to numerous hazardous incidents, fires, and medical emergencies. Together, they searched more than 7,000 structures, evacuated 2,300 residents, performed more than 1,500 medical evaluations, provided 487 medical transports, and responded to 186 hazmat calls and 47 structure fires. Impressive. In addition, all waterways were searched with side scan radar and marked. The inspectors assisted with generator safety, and members of ITD provided communication assistance to Captiva and Fort Myers Beach. Each of their various missions, actions, and positions demonstrated selflessness and willingness to provide aid after a large portion of Florida was ravaged by a major hurricane. Incredible work by all. Thank you and congratulations. The next award is the Public Safety Special Operations Award. And this goes to the MSD Trial Courthouse Security Team. Due to the overwhelming media attention and public interest, the trial for the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School shooting suspect required collaboration with personnel, numerous agencies, and BSO units. The daily efforts of the members who went above and beyond to ensure the safety of the jurors, attorneys, defendant, BSO, and court personnel involved in this case are directly responsible for the success of the operation. Their unblemished planning, development, and flawless execution brought positive attention to our organization and ensured that the trial commenced and concluded without incident. Thank you and congratulations. At this time, we would like to recognize some of our non-BSO Civilian Award winners. And we are going to start with Citizen of the Year Award, Cindy Deffendorfer. With partners like Cindy Deffendorfer, we can fulfill our mission to prevent homelessness. After hearing about a Lauderdale Lake senior resident who faced homelessness after falling victim to a fraud scheme, Ms. Deffendorfer located a residence for her. She paid her rent for the entire year and gave an extra $200 per month for her costs. She felt that even though she could only help one person, that would go a long way. And just contributing, as she says, in a small way, but she did what was right. And if we all just do a little, we can help so many. Another round of applause today for Mrs. Deffendorfer. Thank you so much. Samaritan Award, the next one goes to Danny Begal and Houston Holcomb. On May 26, 2022, Daniel Begal and Houston Holcomb from Westway Towing were assisting the BSO dive team with the removal of two vehicles from a canal when they witnessed a devastating crash involving a sedan and a tractor trailer. The two men ran to the accident to assist first responders. Mr. Holcomb also a paramedic, conducted life-saving measures on the sedan's two front occupants. Meanwhile, Mr. Bengal assisted dive rescue team members in extricating the two backseat occupants. Due to the remote location of the accident, the two men and the dive rescue team members rendered aid for more than 10 minutes before fire rescue could arrive on scene. Because of their actions and those of the dive rescue team, they were able to stabilize the lives of 4 passengers, ultimately allowing them to receive advanced medical treatment. True heroes, true heroes. Thank you. Now we move to our Volunteer Service Award, and we start with firefighter-paramedic Dean Morano. Firefighter-paramedic Dean Morano, along with his loyal K-9 Oscar, has touched countless lives through his volunteer effort. His dedication is evident in every event he attends on behalf of BSO, from bringing cheer to homes with people suffering from Alzheimer's and dementia to schools, hospitals, and various charitable fundraisers. His remarkable acts of kindness and service exemplify the spirit of volunteering. We commend him for the lasting impact he has made on our community. Congratulations on this well-deserved award. Now we are ready for the Gold Cross Award, presented to first responders who put themselves in harm's way, saving lives, protecting the innocent, and mitigating threats. They will tell you that it's just all part of the job, but their selflessness is exceptional. Our first Gold Cross Award recipient, we have Sergeant Michael Catalano and Sergeant Gregory Los. Using a ballistic shield, Sergeant Michael Catalano and Sergeant Gregory Los moved up the stairs of an apartment building to rescue the victim of a violent domestic disturbance. Reaching the top of the stairs, they encountered a man armed with a knife standing over the body of the victim, who lay there motionless beneath him. The deputies attempted to talk the man into surrendering, but Sergeant Catalano was forced to neutralize the threat, despite their best efforts to de-escalate the situation. The two then focused their attention on the victim, employing life-saving measures. This was an incredible display of courage. Men, we thank you and we commend you. Congratulations. The next Gold Cross Award goes to Detective Vanessa Encina. After arresting a local sports coach in a sexual battery investigation, Detective Vanessa Encina brought him to the public safety building for an interview. Following the interview, the suspect grabbed onto the gun of another deputy in an attempt to gain control of the firearm. Hearing the commotion, Detective Encina, who was unarmed, sprang into action, immediately tackling the suspect. The two deputies physically engaged with the suspect for 8 minutes. Faced with great personal risk, Detective Encina was able to take back control of the suspect and the situation. Great work.
Forgive me for 1 second. In a moment, Vita's going to be calling out our this year's Medal of Honor recipients. This is the most prestigious honor that this organization can offer to any of its first responders. It's one of the most prestigious offers or suggestions of heroism and action that can be bestowed in any law enforcement or public safety profession. And therefore, all uniformed personnel, stand to your feet.
Last but certainly not least, Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor is bestowed upon individuals who have displayed remarkable acts of heroism and bravery in the face of immediate personal danger. The following recipients all willingly placed their lives at risk to protect others. This distinguished honor stands as a testament to the unwavering commitment to duty and sacrifice exhibited by these extraordinary individuals. We have prepared a video presentation for our Medal of Honor award winners to highlight the magnitude of their accomplishments. Our first video reminds us that emergency can occur at any time, anywhere. It's how you react in the moment that matters, as evidenced by Medal of Honor award winner, firefighter paramedic Brian Aparicio.
A BSO firefighter and his girlfriend getting trapped by intense flames on I-95.
Tanker truck crash causing a massive fire, shutting down I-95 for hours. Smoke from this wall of flames seen for miles.
5 people were injured when a car veered out of its lane and hit the tanker, causing it to overturn.
On Tuesday, October 25th, firefighter paramedic Brian Aparicio and his girlfriend were traveling north on I-95 in a ride-sharing vehicle when another vehicle veered into a fuel tanker's lane, causing it to crash and burst into flames. The driver of the ride-sharing vehicle tried to avoid the wreck, but crashed into the median and hit a light pole. The car, surrounded by flames from the fuel tanker, quickly caught fire, with everyone trapped inside.
He sprung into action. He put his training to work. He put himself in front of danger, and for all of us, that's what we sign up for. I nominated Brian because it was a story that made not only public news, but national news, and it was a big story, and it's something that exemplifies what the fire service is, you know, risking self for others. He showed what it means to actually put yourself in harm's way without having the firefighting gear on, without having any protective measures with him. He did what I would say all of us would do. Well, after seeing everything, first and foremost, I'll make sure he's okay. Thank you for what you did. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for making us all proud, because we're very proud of you.
Truly, truly amazing. Please give a round of applause to firefighter paramedic Brian Aparicio. Looking good, Brian. Thank you. Thank you for your service, and so grateful to God that Brian is still with us. In our second presentation, a car submerged in a freezing canal did not stop deputies Christopher Anka, Alex Ferrero, and Sean Flynn from acting immediately and diving in to make a daring rescue. Here's our second video.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Yes, I see a car go to the canal.
On Christmas Eve around 7 p.m., dispatch received a 911 call of a vehicle that drove into a canal. Deputies Alex Ferraro, Christopher Anka, and Sean Flynn were first on the scene, and without any hesitation, all three jumped into the frigid canal water and rescued the driver.
I could barely see anything in the water, and then I realized that the car had already sunk.
The temperature was very low that day, so yeah, when you jump in, you do feel that initial shock, but you just keep going.
And it was extremely dark, and at that point we were just trying to basically feel for a body in the water, which is eventually what happened. Is I felt her arms and then realized, you know, we found her and she was next to the car. And then all three of us at that point just grabbed whatever parts of her we could and just started treading water to try to get to the other side. Right when we found her in the water, a deputy yelled, you know, "Do you have her?" And I remember yelling, you know, "We got her."
We got her! Is there anybody else in the car?
I definitely feel good, you know, knowing that I saved somebody's life, but this is the job I signed up for, and yes, I absolutely would do it again.
Such amazing heroism and bravery. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Deputy Christopher Enka, Deputy Alex Ferrero, and Deputy Sean Flynn. That concludes the BSO 2022 Annual Award Ceremony. I want to thank you all for attending today and for joining us as we recognize some very outstanding individuals. Let's give them all another round of applause. I also want to thank you all for allowing me to serve as your MC for today. It was truly an honor and a privilege. And now we will have closing remarks from Sheriff Gregory Toney.
You guys know if music start playing, I'm gonna dance. It's not new. Again, thank everyone for participating and coming out here. You've seen all the great work that everyone's been able to accomplish over the last year, some heroic acts. I want to thank our staff, my team in the office of the sheriff for putting a lot of hours in and work. If many of you, and it was even recognized as we were giving out awards, we put more detailed in how are we going to design these awards of distinction, and we recreated a new Medal of Honor. I think it's suitable for the nature of the work, the impact of what that award means, and many other things. I'll close us out with this. We are on the brinks of really setting a new tone for not only what this organization has done in its 107-year history, but really setting the tone for what it looks like to be a highly functioning, highly competent, outstanding professional public safety organization for this nation. And I'm a firm believer in that whatever we put forth and all the sacrifices that we're making and all the hardships and all the battles to come and the battles we're fighting right now, it is necessary. It's not just necessary for the almost 6,000 outstanding employees and members of our family here at BSO, but it's necessary for the 2 million people in this county and this whole country. We're fighting amongst each other. We're tearing each other apart in this nation right now over silly politics, party affiliations, and many others. We're all entitled to have our different views and perspectives about what we believe, but we better start remembering that the colors in that flag are red, white, and blue, and that's every damn body in here. So to all our members, carry on, continue to do the exceptional work. I will continue to have your back and fight for the things that are necessary for us to be successful. To our family members, stay with us, tolerate us, be there for us. We bring a lot of baggage home, and we know it's tough on you, but we wouldn't be able to go out and do this work without you. My continued colleagues in municipal police departments that are here, our elected officials, keep showing up for us. You got our back and we got yours. So without further ado, thank you all for attending this year's ceremony. I look forward to seeing you next year.